Hello there. Hello everybody. Happy Bayram. Yes, Alpay continues his journey in Brussels, Belgium. So we are advancing all the time. And as you say, as I told you before, always goals, and new faces, new opportunities. Even though you are going to have a trouble, you are going to have handicaps, you have an obstacle, always get over it. Don't panic, but put your goal and make networking. And in Brussels, we are advancing. You know, I stayed in the Hotel Saint-Roch. We're coming to the end, second year almost. So my school, I'm going in Brussels, tourism and hotel business school on the second years too. But in the meantime, I'm looking for jobs and always getting better position. And this time, probably you, the one who follows me, my previous stories, and I was helping tourism office, Turkish tourism office in Brussels, and there was a new foire exhibition center opening in Oturumlar, Brussels, and a little far off out of the city. They built a big statue of Oturumlar, 6-7 bull like that, and architectural phenomenon. So there, this fair, it was very popular. Everybody coming to see this statue, and there, by going from visiting one of different nationality exhibitors, I met Mr. Morris. Mr. Morris was American businessman, tall guy from Salt Lake City, and he had a good idea. He was hiring motorbike because the ground is too large, and they put in the both entrance of the fair hiring motorbikes. So he was doing very good business. By coincidence, I met him. Then he asked me a few questions. I was Turkish. I speak French, fluent English and French. Not English fluent at that time. But we managed to communicate in English. And he says, look, you need a guy like me. So he offered my job. He says, I'm starting a new tops business, catering, snacks bars, and in different part of Brussels. So does it interest me? I said, yes, what about? So he says, what is your quality? He says, like, tell me. And I said, this, I worked there. And I mentioned also that I work as a barman in an exhibition in the fair and the hotel, Metropole. Really? I said, yes, I was catering also in the banquet. I work in the kitchen. Did you work in the kitchen? Yes. So you for me, you need a chef position in a small snack bar. You cook sandwiches, steaks, you order it, and you look around, and there was no bar, but just aperitif kind of things. And I said, yes, I can do it. So I started. That summer, I was there in the Tops snack food parlor, and we had the manager, we had waitresses or waitresses, and I was doing my ordering, and I had a small kitchen, flat top, hamburgers, steaks, minute steaks, they were very thin ones, and the specialty of the house, and the salad, I used to make about 3-4 salads, and the sauce was ready. Sometimes we used to make a specialty of the day, but I was on my own, and I was struggling at the beginning, and especially everybody asking for a steak, and the steak comes. Sometimes they say it's very hard, and there was nothing to do with it. But then I communicated that the steaks was a little hard. What can we do? So they gave us a meat tenderizing machine. So, and I had a good, what you call it? The deputy manager, assistant manager, came to thanks me that I conveyed them the problem. The problem wasn't the meat, it was the tenderizing. It was so fresh, so the muscles had to be a little tender. So they give me a machine which tenderize, and they beat the meat instead to do it by hand. That do it automatically, but by the hand you run it. So it was a good result. So it was good point about me. He had very good opinion about me. So this man, he communicates the problem. So we find the remedy, and then the result, the customer is happy. So sometimes aperitif, they ask ladies, they don't know. I tell them, look, how do you make your Bloody Mary? You make it like that. So they make it. So it was good start. It was a good start there. Then after 1 month, 2 months, I had a real problem because I was on my own. I was cleaning the kitchen as well and tidying up. There was nobody who helped me from the service area. But in the plonge was downstairs on the rez-de-chaussée in the ground floor. So I had to chat with the guy. They were Tunisian. One Tunisian and comes, and at the weekend we had one Yugoslavian. So I was in good relation with them. So I look after them. So they clean my kitchen as well for me. But it was really chock-a-block. But it did like that about 3-4 months. 3-4 months. We were in the middle, in the heart of Brussels. 1 Avenue Louise, very rich housing states there, individual garden houses, and also big foreign companies headquarters there. And underneath, Maurice had in charge of a big 600 self-service catering operation, plus bar there, and plus the private VIP restaurant, à la carte. So can you imagine about 1,000 people comes at once for lunch. Some goes for the self-service, some goes for à la carte, some goes for a bar. So the manager, the unit manager told me after 3-4 months later, he says, Maurice wants to see you. I said, okay. I said, I hope it was a good thing, you know, because Maurice doesn't see everybody like that after 4 months. So I went there, I said, look, how is business down there? I'm all right. Look, he says, we got a new unit, big catering unit, self-service unit opening. And I want you there, yes, to help them in the kitchen. Help them in the kitchen. I said, okay. But he says, in same times, you oversee the kitchen and the bar. When the barman is not there, you will work there as a barman. If he is so busy in the kitchen, you will have the chef and assistant chef. I say, okay, there's something there. I don't know what is it. So new guy comes in the old place. I train him at the weekend, maybe just a weekend or 3-4 days like that. New Tunisian guy was there. So I explain how to run what's the menu and what to do, things like that. And I said, look, I know, I got it. I said, okay then. So I transfer my position to him, and went to big place. There, of course, there was in Belgium manager, and the Belgian manager was explaining me this and that, and introduced me to the catering, a la carte, and self-service unit head chef. He was a Flemish guy. He had a little French, but he talked high voice, loud voice. Big fat guy. He was drinking beer all the time. As soon as he comes in the morning, he starts drinking beer. So we don't know what to do. He was shouting. He was doing this or that. But his assistant chef, it was very clever guy, young guy, about 22 years old. I was very friendly with him. So he showed me around and things like that, and explained the kitchen and the stock coming, stock going out, inventories at the end of the month. And I worked there about 4 months, 6 months maximum. So the business going very well. A la carte restaurant as well, doing very well. A la carte restaurant about 40 cover and bringing very good business. So I was helping in the a la carte more often than in this self-service. I enjoyed, but we had so many different problems you can never imagine. Life is like that. Doesn't go smooth all the time. Always, in English, sorry the expression, we have a cock-ups in the kitchen, in the restaurant, the stuff not coming in time, the food not coming in time, electricity cut off, air conditioning cut off. We had electricity, we had a fire alarm started one day while we were preparing for 600 salad, and we have the fire extinguisher started in one go at 11 o'clock. Normally 12:30 the business starts, small people coming, and 1 o'clock boom, self-service starts, people queuing up all the time, and you have to be fast, and plus a la carte over there. So we had the kitchen, alarm went off, it was too hot, it was a summertime, so hot outside, hot inside, boom, all the foam, chemical foam came, and we had the buffet table, about 200 plates ready to go to the self-service, all salads, hard-boiled eggs, tomatoes, cucumber, pickles, broccolis, the Brussels sprouts. Oh, big incident. So we run. What to do? We don't know. Fortunately, we had the lettuces, things like that. So all the food was plated, ready, salads. They all gone to the rubbish bin. And we started again. Fortunately, hot meat, nothing. The hot main course was okay. It was covered up, and it was a big incident on my life. So we kept cold-blooded. So Maurice came and asked me what happened. He never asked the unit chef, because unit chef, he shouts a lot. He doesn't like him, but he kept him because every unit needs a unit chef. But with the assistant and a couple of commis, we organized again new salads, and fortunately there wasn't what we were estimated that much. So instead of 600, we prepared about 200, 250, almost right. Then we had the main course, of course, salads, the dessert. Most of the dessert comes from our side. Lemon meringue pie, kind of lemon meringue pie, lemon meringue pie, and sugar tart. Lemon tart is very popular. Of course, creme caramel and so and so. British likes, Belgium likes creme pâtissier and chocolate cakes. Creme pâtissier, chocolate. Hi, Mr. Alpay, Hakan. How are you? Happy Bayram to you. So this experience gave me gave me chance to meet so many different people. And my manager over there, he was a nice manager, and he was kept telling me, "You're doing very well. You're doing very well. If you open new branch somewhere else, I'm going to tell to Maurice, the boss, that he gave you some responsibilities over there." "Oh, really? When you're going to open it?" "Oh, about winter time. Yes. I said, "Okay. I forget it. What is this?" So all business going very well. I met new people, and in the bar, they asked me to go to bar as well. And you said, "What I'm going to do?" The bar was not very, frequented. Only managers used to go there, office managers. Sometimes they come early, couple of beer, sometimes really cocktails. So when they ask for cocktails, they call me from the kitchen. I will go get the barman jacket. I said, "Yes, what can I make me some sidecar?" "Oh, what's my job? Sidecar." Boom, boom, boom. It's lemon, sidecar, and American whiskey. And with sugar. Bloody Mary, not Mary, martini, always martini, ladies martini, red martini. Now and again, dry martini. And it's okay. They were coming to talk business like that, just before the aperitif. And very rare somebody comes, they want a coffee there, and with the coffee they had the brandy. Hardly any. In the evening they used to do this. In the other restaurant, a la carte restaurant, they had so much brandy and wine in the restaurant. But I never been in the restaurant, but I was cooking. I was kitchen preparing the meat for the a la carte restaurant. So on. So this is networking and good hard working as well. And they had this plan for new expansion. Of course, as you say, Belgium was a rich country, small, well, rich country. Everybody had a loaded of money. Plus, I was telling in my previous videos, they were investing all the time. They are making new underground. So this tourism is very popular. People walking, visiting the different hotel, and plus people traverse from Holland, northern cities, northern countries, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland. All the business people crossing and staying in Belgium and traveling to France, Spain, Portugal, and to Europe. It was good. An opportunity, always ready for the new opportunities. Always ready for the new opportunities. The moment that I was almost had a crack in and know all the inside out of the business of this big unit. One morning, I saw something going wrong. Something going wrong. In the kitchen, the basement of the kitchen, or 600 self-service kitchen, the basement where we kept some canned food and some non-food items, materials, things like that. It was flooded. It was flooded. I said, what's going on? But I mean, I was the first one and I was doing nothing. What can I do? Call the duty security officer. What's happened? He says one of the main water pipe is burst. It was burst. So it was, unluckily, it was my unit basement under the floor, under the water. It's flooded. So don't panic, Mete. Don't panic, Mete. You will find something. We can organize it. So of course we called the fireman. So I called the unit manager. I was early. Unit managers came later on. He said, Mete, what you done? I said, look, I called. I asked advices. So we have the security unit anyway in the big building, the business building. It was almost 12th floor, and each floor had different companies. So that's why we need. They had the security company looking after day and night, but they didn't know what happened exactly. So we called the fireman. Fireman came to suck the water out and start investigating, asking me, it was nothing for us. It was from the main drainage pipe burst. Of course, it was a big smell everywhere, and we didn't know what to do. And hygiene people came too from Brussels main area and asking me question, checking it out. I said, look, we are going to cook. So unit chef came. Unit chef was, as soon as he comes, he had the beer. So he started shouting. He said, wow. I said, I don't know. We are asking everybody, investigating to find out what's the reason. What caused the problem. Anyway, the kitchen was okay, but we didn't know what to do. They took the water out and they spray with the good sprayed air freshener. Get the smell out. I mean, this kind of things happening, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever in a modern country or a lousy country is a poor country, this kind of crisis could happen. Don't lose your cold blood. Don't use your cold blood. So look, of course, these people as well, they were never, fortunately, the people who work in the higher caliber operation, they never accuse each other. You did it, you did it. He says, can we find a solution for it? Can we find a solution for it? So we got the meetings from different company comes and this, what is it, what is that? Then we asked the water authorities, we asked for the gas authorities, we asked for the so-and-so interested parts in the, and they were so helpful, Belgian people. They were each other. There were two nations working together. One Flemish in Brussels, in everywhere, I think. Flemish, one Wallon, French. So one speak in French, the other one answer in Flemish. If it start Flemish, the other one answer Wallon, French. I mean, Wallon we call it. It's not the community French. They have this so many different dialect as well, expression as well. But still they meet in one objective. So they solve the problem. But again, it takes me the, instead to finish at 11 o'clock at night, we finished 2 o'clock in the morning. I mean, this kind of things. And when you do the overtime, there's no overtime. I was thinking it because I'm a foreigner, Turkish, and they do it in purpose, you know. But no, they were fair. They pay me. If I do the overtime, we never done the overtime, but the Christmas time we did. One Christmas we had there, and fortunately Christmas time the big offices, they were on holiday. Only the small branch we kept it, and the big self-service restaurant closed during the Christmas. That Noel, we call it Noel. So what I'm saying is, in every country you met kind of problem, and also advancing, rising, you know. I finished college, and I had a good experience now, and I start earning money now. I finished staging. So there's a insurance contribution going to tax office. So slowly I can hear people taking Belgium citizenship. Most people coming from the Aegean side, Izmir, Afyon, Uşak, this kind of things. One lot goes there, and they call their parents, their family members, and they said to me, "No, why don't you?" "No, I'm going to Turkey. I'm not going to. I don't want to stay here. I mean, I can take Belgium citizenship, work permission anytime. We don't need a work permission because there was no common market yet. I wish I took it. Never mind. I don't know what the forecast for the future is. Even from the consulate was telling me that your age for the military service in Turkey is approaching. Do you think you can do something else?" So give me ideas. I mean, I've passed 21. I was on the 22 years old almost. So I was thinking whether to go back to do my military service or stay a little longer. And what else I can do? But I never come in my mind that one day they will form the common market, and they will put the sanctions, those forbidden foreigners to come to Europe, and you need to have a visa. We didn't have a visa at that time. And we mingle with so many different people. I mean, even I had a girlfriend, British. I was sort of understanding each other very well. I mean, she was a very mignon, and she had a nice figure, a nice line. She was much younger than me. And one weekend, I took opportunity to go with her to England to visit London and come back. So no visa at that time. And nobody warning me that there will be new sanctions because the Europe get crowded. So people protect their economic situation. They don't want to get in crisis because of the too many people asking same part of the money, and if there is not enough abundance, they will be struggling. So they will putting visa obstacles start. Anyway, there I was a little lazy. I undermined I did undermine what the prediction, I didn't have enough prediction, what the government was planning in the future. England one side, and Europe one side, and Turkey, boom, you need the visa to go to all those countries. But the business was good. Money was coming in, loads of money. They pay you non-stop. They pay you your overtime as well. Because I was a manager, I used to get the overtime as well. During this 3-4 days, I spent long hours there, and the accountant, the Mr. Boris says, we pay you extra money because you work, you show yourself hardship and take the responsibility. This, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget. Give extra all the time. And people, not stupid, even in Turkey as well. They say, look, in the crisis time, he done his best, and he was an honest guy, and he sacrificed his energy, his time, and help us to sort it out, this business, this problem. And he deserves any remuneration. It's like that, remuneration. They give you not the, give you money, but not as a part of the salary. They give you in a small parcel of envelope. This is for you. Maybe half a salary or a quarter of a salary, but it's a jest to saying thank you very much. We appreciate your effort. So you didn't go to at home. I stay there, and also sometimes one waiter short. You do the waiter short. Sometimes in the kitchen you run out of stuff. He doesn't turn up. You have to do his job. He's a manager. Yes. You take the jacket, you put kitchen jacket, you help it. He make an accident, so you replace it, but you can't find just like that. And that company, he didn't have a training center, so he was always asking from the job center, give me extra chef de partie, give me extra demi-chef or sous chef, things like that. So you see, there I had the experience which, if I stayed in Turkey, I never had that kind of experience, that schedule. And can't even have a quick enumeration like that in Turkey if I was staying in Turkey. And when it comes to the Turkish side of the operation, I will tell you, to find a job, you get your reference letter, you get your diploma, and you got you can speak so much languages. You've been in the different part of the establishment, and you had so much experience and so much language. Do you know anybody? Which anybody? This is the friends I got it. No, do you know anybody from the management, of top management, or you know any ministers? I said no. I said okay. And wait, we'll see. You see. Europe is different. They look to your CV, they look your qualification, you look experience, and if you accept the remuneration, salary, you go in. Still, same disease, isn't it? Anyway, sorry to disturb your Bayram now with this Sidan. Thank you very much for listening. The weather is hot, humid, but future is bright for Turkey and for all Turkish people and ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for listening to me. Bye-bye.